Most people don't wake up one day planning to search emergency business loan. Something usually forces that search. A payment is due sooner than expected. A client pays late. Inventory runs out at the worst possible time. Or something breaks and now the timeline is compressed. And in that moment, the question isn't really about financing. It's about time. How fast can I fix this without making things worse? Because urgency changes how we think. It shortens our decision-making window. It makes anything that feels like a solution feel like the right solution. And sometimes, moving quickly is the right move. If waiting costs you a contract, if it slows down your operations, if it puts your business in a position where you lose momentum, then speed has value. But here's the part most people don't stop to think about. Not every urgent situation benefits from fast capital, and not every funding option that moves quickly is structured the same way. So before you focus on, how do I get money today? It helps to pause. Just for a moment and ask a different question. What is this capital actually going to do for me? Is it covering a short-term gap? Is it allowing you to complete work that's already lined up? Is it unlocking revenue that you can clearly see on the other side? Or is it trying to stabilize something that's been unstable for a while? Because those are very different situations. Capital works best when it supports movement, not when it's trying to create it from nothing. Now, when people think about getting approved, especially in urgent situations, they usually focus on credit. And credit does matter. But in many cases, especially with faster funding options, that's not the only thing being evaluated. What lenders are often looking at is your business activity. What's actually happening right now? Are you generating revenue? Are deposits coming in consistently? Is there evidence that the business is active, even if it's not perfect? Because ultimately, the question isn't just, do you need money? It's, can your business support the use of that money? That's why you'll sometimes see businesses with average or challenge credit still get approved, while others with better credit but no real activity struggle. It's not just about your history, it's about your current momentum. Now let's talk about the trade-off that comes with speed, because speed almost always comes with a cost. Faster access to capital usually means less documentation, more flexibility, quicker decisions, but also higher cost structures. And that doesn't automatically make it a bad decision. It just means the decision needs to be intentional. If access to capital allows you to finish a job, take on new work, or generate more revenue than the cost of that capital, then it can make sense. Now, you're not reacting to pressure. You're using timing as a tool. But if the capital is only delaying a deeper issue, if the business isn't generating consistently, if you don't have a clear path to using that money productively, then speed doesn't really solve the problem. It just shifts the pressure forward. And that's where a lot of business owners get stuck. Because urgency feels like it demands action, but good decisions still require clarity. Even if it's just a few minutes of stepping back and asking, what does this look like after I take the money? Not just today, but next week, next month. Because getting access to capital is one step. Staying in position after is the real strategy. So if you're in that situation right now where timing matters and you're trying to figure out what actually makes sense for your business, the next step usually isn't guessing, it's getting clarity, seeing what your options actually look like based on your revenue, your activity, your overall business profile. I've put a link in the description where you can check what you might qualify for. It doesn't commit you to anything. It doesn't lock you into a decision. But it does give you a real view of what's available to you right now. And sometimes, that visibility alone is what helps you make the right move.